So I've been really intrigued by what is happening in the banking industry. As we've seen some of these smaller regional banks fail, we've seen some of these large banks gobble up those assets, JP Morgan being one of them. JP Morgan now controls 10% of U.S. deposits after their acquisition of First Republic Bank earlier this month, or maybe at the end of last month. This has been their pattern, during the financial crisis or toward the end of the financial crisis. They bought up the Washington Mutual assets and the Bear Stearns assets, catapulting them to one of the largest, if not the largest, banking institution in the United States. So now we get this news out that the U.S. government, the U.S. Virgin Islands, are suing JP Morgan because of their involvement, or their, what they say is their enabling of Jeffrey Epstein to continue and to fund his human trafficking ring. So over the last couple of days, we saw a subpoena that has been trying to be served to Elon Musk regarding his involvement with JP Morgan. I think it's really interesting that the U.S. government, on one hand, is suing JP Morgan because of their involvement. They're saying that JP Morgan and their top officials knew what Epstein was doing, and they refused to debank him. They refused to cut off access to his accounts. They refused to enable his financial arm to fund those activities. Yet, the U.S. government is allowing JP Morgan to pick up all of these deposits and assets, while they're also doing things like debanking organizations because of who their donors are. Isn't that what they refused to do with Jeffrey Epstein? They refused to defund his organization, but they closed an account for the Alliance Defending Freedom. And their response to that was that they were trying to prevent money laundering and illegal activities. So they asked the Alliance for Defending Freedom to provide them a list of their donors and things like that. They closed the account after it was open only 24 days. So JP Morgan's response has been a little bit confusing, as they're denying that they're saying that they're welcome to all of these different religions and things like that. Yet here's evidence that they've done things like this, not only to Alliance Defending Freedom, but to others. So here we have more wrong being called right, right being called wrong, all of this double-mindedness that is just running rampant.